Alrighty, the moment you've been waiting for. Bow for sale. And I'm going to throw in a goodie with it too. This one, ready to go. Beautiful. Slightly above 50 pounds at 28 inches a draw. Fast, sleek. And what I like a lot of things about it. That channel I cut in there. The nice rich oak. Which, this is a board bow. Full disclosure. However, you can't tell the difference between this and a stave-made bow that follows a growth ring, because this follows a growth ring and it has that nice chevron pattern that you will see in a growth ring bow. What else? 66 inches tip to tip. Deer rawhide backed, and you've seen this before, but when you're close up, the shading that I did along the edges, utterly gorgeous. Adding to that, the darkish rawhide that I used has different color tones in it. So it even, if you notice, I don't know if you can notice, but you'll see it when you buy it. This difference, it goes into this really rich color right there. And I book matched it. The strips were side by side originally, and so the lighter portion here and then the darker portion here. Copper accent on the tip. Sinew. Now, the sinew wrap is a trade-off. It's cool. It's BA, as they say, on the streets, the mean streets of Harbor Springs. But it does require you to tie the string on every time you use it. It's not the ease of saying a loop and then a loop, loop. But once you get used to it, it's like falling off a log. You know, in this, I need to have it exactly 4.85 inches, you know, from here to here. You don't. You really don't. You know, back when I was hunting with my paddle bows, it's been a while since I hunted, again, full disclosure, you know, and I would be out all day. I would string it in the morning, and I would be out till evening, just out in the woods all day long. I wanted, you know, consistent. I would have it almost no brace height, you know. If I'm just out target shooting, 5 inches, whatever. It's not a critical thing. Oh, let's see here. Okay, well, I'm not going to, this isn't about, say, showing that I can hit the head of a bird at 90 yards. It's just to show you that the thing works. Oh, I also have just a simple black leather handle. Twang. One more time. I also have, let's see, signature John Riggs bow. 55 at 28 inches a draw. You know, it depends a little bit on your brace height too. 5-inch maximum brace height. And that's on the bottom limb. On these, it helps to make them a little sweeter shooting because it's not the longest of bows and it's not a center shot. So the stiffer limb, slightly stiffer, is on the bottom, which has my name on it. This is a fast bow, fast. Okay, sports fans, that's not all. I want you to admire something. Look at that pretty arrow. It has an actual stone point, and this black stuff is a combination of pitch, maybe fir pitch, ground charcoal, and let's see here, a little bit of fat. So it's actually authentic, super authentic. What do you call it? Hafted with sinew, deer leg sinew or backstrap, I'm not sure. This is, I forget what actually that kind of shoot is. It's made from a shoot. It's not split. It's not a commercial shaft, and you can see it's a little wonky, but it works. And I groove my arrows. I've got a grooving tool, several different ones, deep grooves in it. So when I heat treat it, they act like spines. It absorbs more heat and then it keeps it straight longer. Fletched, that's how I do it. Spiral, sinew, wild turkey feathers. You're saying, boy, I wish I had that arrow. I wish I had that arrow. Well, I'm going to include it with this bow. $285, I should say $285 because it sounds like less money than $285, but what a bargain. And I'm throwing in an arrow. You might use it. You might take your first deer with it, but I'm finding that a lot of my bows, even though they are very functional, people use them as art, you know, and so, you know, a nice display there. Make your own case. B50 draw bowstring. It's a brand new string. That's why, you know, has succumbed a little bit to stretching. 14 strands B50. 2 of the strands are white, so it has that nice salt and pepper kind of a thing. So that's it. Within the continental US, $285. Cool ball. And an arrow. And an arrow. I must be going nuts. But that is that. That is that. What other questions can I ask? Red oak. Following a growth ring. Deer rawhide. A little over 50 pounds, 28 inches of draw. Bonus, one more time. Now I'm actually going to show you how to string it. Now, pin knock. Notice a pin knock right there. And so I'm going to do the step through because I don't want to jam the tip in the snow. Pop it off. I'm going to untie my knot. This is, I don't know what it's called, a Boyer's knot, but you'll see it. It won't be tied when you get it, this end, but the other end will. And then if you are questioning how you do that, just look up my video, how to string and unstring a paddle boat. I go like this, wrap it around, look at it, a little more, tie it off. There, I've got a little advantage there. And load your arrow, load your weapon. This is a rough arrow, so I've got a little blood on my hand. It drew its first blood, and you draw it back and you release. Wow. That's all. I know you want more, but that is all.